guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you came back. I've got a new video tonight and we're just gonna do a few little DIYs. I'm kind of bored being at home. I thought I would just get on here and get to creating with you guys. So you're gonna take your Dollar Tree sign. This was just an Easter sign that I had got. I removed the little bunny tails. I did not worry about the glitter since that was gonna be against the wall. You could even take a spare piece of wood that you have out in your garage or a piece of cardboard. This paintbrush was one I got from the Dollar Tree. After painting with it for just a few seconds, I decided I did not like it at all. So I got out a foam brush and painted the rest of my Waverly chalk paint. I gave 2 coats. After I did that and I dried it with my heat tool, then I came back and dry brushed some black just to give it some distressing. I actually forgot to hit record, I guess, when I did that part. I thought I hit record, but maybe I didn't. And so it's gonna show me pretending to paint it. So then I took one of the windmills from the Dollar Tree and I cut it down so I have just a half of the windmill left, and I'll show you just kind of breaking it apart. But like I said, that was in the part that I was dry brushing and I forgot to record it. So there's me pretending to cut it apart. And I'm kind of getting my placement to see where I want to put this. I took that image right there that I just Google searched, Farm Sweet Farm, and printed it off with my printer. On the back side of the piece of paper, I took my pencil lead and just scribbled all over the whole back side. And now I flipped it over and put it where I want it to go on the sign, and I'm just tracing around it. And that will leave a small little line for me to color in. And this works if you don't have a Cricut or a silhouette and you're not comfortable with hand lettering. This is kind of a little trick for you. As long as you have a printer, you could do this. And I do want to apologize for my horrible videoing. I'm still very new at this, so I will get better, I promise. I have ordered a new mount for my phone, so hopefully the next video I make will be a little bit better quality. Stick with me, I promise it will get better. And right here, I'm trying to show you the outline, but I didn't realize that you couldn't see it on the camera, so I apologize. And I'm just going to take a paint marker. I got both of these, I believe, at Walmart. You could even use a Sharpie or a Crayola marker. You could take a fine point paintbrush and use some of your black Waverly chalk paint as well. But you're just going to fill in those lines that you just traced from the back of that piece of paper. So while we are watching me fill that in, I just wanted to ask if anyone else is getting bored being at home during this quarantine. How's everybody holding up during this time? I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy. Let me know below, are you crafting your stash as well? I have been digging through my craft stash to see what all I could find, so I'm excited to make some more videos. I've got a bunch more ideas, so you guys will have to stick around. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and the little bell beside it so that you will be notified when I do upload those videos. Okay, now that I have that all filled in, I'm going to attach the windmill that I had cut earlier, and I'm just going to apply some hot glue to a few places on the back, and we are going to stick it down just wherever it looks good. And of course, I dropped a blob of hot glue on there. I can't do anything without messing it up a little bit. I'm such a klutz all the time. Hopefully there's others out there that are with me on this. I can't be the only one, right? Now I'm going to take some of my lavender. I believe I got this at Walmart in the floral section. I'm just cutting a few little sprigs off just to kind of fill in those empty spaces. I thought lavender looks farmhouse, so it'll kind of zhuzh it up a little. I'm going to glue those down. On each little set, I glued 3 of them. And then I'm going to take my jute twine and I'm going to just tie a tiny little bow and stick it down so it looks like the little sprigs of lavender are tied together with that jute twine. Once I get the jute twine tied into a bow, I glue it down. And once I get that done, you know, I kind of look it over and make sure it's kind of what I like. That's kind of the idea that I had in my head. And then I'm going to take the original jute cord that was at the top through the little holes, and I kept that, and I'm just going to put it back up there on the top to hang it with, because it actually goes with the farmhouse look really well. So I'm just going to reuse that. Like I said, it's gonna look cute anyways, so, and it had the little hard edges that you can push back through the holes, so it's really easy to get back through the holes as long as you don't cut it in the beginning. There I am scraping that extra glue that I stuck down by accident. And here I'm gonna stick that back through and then show you the finished product. Let me know what you think. Do you think this was cute? Okay, now we're gonna start our wood bead garland. And first you're gonna take some Scotch tape and wrap it around the end so that you will have kind of a little needle per se to poke through the beads, because if you just try to push the jute twine through there, it's going to be really difficult to do and it's going to take a long time. These beads here I ordered off Amazon because you can order quite a few for not a lot of money. You can also get wood beads at the Dollar Tree, but they are colored, and I wanted to cut out that step of having to paint them to look like wood. You can also get some at Hobby Lobby, and if you get them on a day that they're 50% off or use a 40% coupon, I think a small little bag is like $1.25 or $1.50. It's not a lot, but you would need a few bags of them, depending on how long you wanted your garland. I wanted it a little bit longer, so I just added more beads than you would really have to. Then we're going to make tassels for each end. When I went back and watched, I realized my video of the tassel making wasn't very clear, so I went back and shot this just so you could see a little bit better. You're going to wrap the twine around your fingers about 20 times, depending on how thick you want your tassel to be. And then once you get it wrapped around, you're going to poke the end of your twine that you just loaded the beads onto through the loop, like I did with that twine there. And you're going to tie it in a double knot. Once you get that double knot tied, you're going to cut loose the twine from your roll of twine there. You can see here where I cut it. And then you're going to hold it in your hand and hold all the loops together, and you're going to wrap a little small piece of twine around there, probably about 4 or 5, 6 times, depending on kind of the look you want. You could even wrap it just once if you just wanted a single row of twine around through there, but I wanted like a little bit more substantial look. And then once you get that wrapped around, you're going to tie that in a double knot. The twine kept getting in my way there. And I usually put just a tiny little spot of hot glue on my double knot just to make sure it's super locked into place. You don't have to do that, but I just kind of do it as an extra precaution so it doesn't come untied. Now I'm going to go back with my scissors and cut through all of those loops. And I miss a couple here, so I have to go back and get those. And then you're going to hold all of that together in your hand, because when you cut it, you will have some long pieces and some short pieces. Go back and trim it to where they're all the same length so that it has a nice finished look to it. And then once you get this tassel done, you've got one end of your garland done, and you're going to go back and repeat that for the other end of your garland. And that's it. I hope that tassel video was good enough for you to understand exactly how to do it. If it wasn't, leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I can do another video that is nothing but how to make a tassel and how to make pom-poms. If you're into that, leave me a comment down below and I will do a video just for you. So glad you guys came and hung out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment on what you want me to create next, something you want to see, any ideas. Heck, even just say hi. Also, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell beside it so that you can be notified of all my future uploads. Thanks for hanging out.